What is the concept of law? What are its elements? Where do laws come from? Why does a law continue to take effect even if people think that it is unjust? Even before the paralegal takes on her responsibilities as such, the paralegal first needs to discover the use of law in her life and in the lives of men or women the paralegal expect to assist. It is better that the paralegal is first introduced to the concept of law. So what are the kinds of laws? There are two, a formal laws and the informal laws. So the formal laws are the laws of society are usually written. Examples of formal laws are the Family Code, Revised Penal Code, and others. So the informal laws refer to the customs and traditions of a people. These customs and traditions guide the lives of the people. While these are not usually written down and there is no obligation to comply with these laws, there are sanctions for not observing them. Example of informal laws which govern the right conduct of women are: don't go home at night, don't be too friendly with men, be subservient to your husband, etc. If a woman does not observe these laws, she is subjected to sanctions. She is considered a bad woman. Also the bodong, sapata, peace pacts, etc. Usually, informal laws are basis for the formal laws. So where are these laws come from? So formal laws are made by the legislators in the national level. The legislators are the senators and representatives who are elected the Congress of the Philippines. There are also local legislators. These are the councilors from the barangay, city, municipal, and provincial levels. Formal laws can only be enacted by the above-mentioned persons because it is only they who have the authority and duty to enact laws. They are recognized by society as legislators. Thus, when they enact laws, these laws are to be observed by everybody. Ordinary citizens cannot enact laws because they are not authorized with the same duty except in the process of initiative. So next is the informal laws. The informal law are collectively developed by the members of society without need for a formal authorization through socially, culturally accepted practices and lapse of time. So what are the elements of formal laws? Number 1, rules regarding the conduct of people. And number 2, formed by an authorized entity, particularly the legislative branch of government. And number 3, obligation to comply with the rules among all people which are covered by the rules. And lastly, number 4, written. So these are the examples of laws in the Philippines. Titles of laws of the Philippines and the periods during which they were enacted. So, American period in 1898 to 1946, title of laws, Commonwealth Act. And in 1946 to 1967, Republic. Title of laws is Republic Act. And during Marcos regime in 1967 to 1986, titles of laws is the Batas Pambansa Presidential Decree, enacted by the President under his legislative powers. And in 1986, Freedom Constitution on February 1986 to 1987. Title of laws, Executive Order. That is from the President because there was no legislature yet. And in 1978 Constitution, to 1987 up to present, title of laws, Republic Act. So the 1987 Constitution, so the concept is that the Constitution is the highest law in the country. This means that all laws must conform to the Constitution. Otherwise, the law may be declared unconstitutional and consequently voided by the court. And that's all for today's guys. I hope you learned a little, and if you like this video, like, subscribe, feel free to comment down below if you want answers, suggestions, or opinions regarding on my current video. And that's all for today. I hope all is well with you and your family. And good luck to your life. God bless.